What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Spare Change. Today in for a review, I've got 2010's Inception on 4K Blu-ray. I'm not going to get into any plot details because you've probably already seen it. I'm just going to give you my thoughts on the video and audio quality. Now for some tech specs. The movie was shot on 35 and 70mm film. It's got a 4K DI. Runtime is 148 minutes. It's rated R. Aspect ratio is 235:1. So if you're watching on a television, you'll get those black bars on the top and bottom of your screen. So for image quality, I thought it was a pretty noticeable upgrade over the regular Blu-ray, which I've always found to be a bit on the soft side. Resolution is much sharper with details really leaping off the screen. In Chapter 3, you can actually make out the individual cobblestones in the street they're walking down. Buildings as well as interiors are more defined with intricate details and fine lines rendered exceptionally well. On the regular Blu-ray, much of this was a smeared and noisy mess. The pattern on Sato's white shirt in Chapter 1 is now clearly visible in this scene, whereas on the regular Blu-ray, it tended to get crushed. The texture of their suits and costumes are more discernible as stitching in fabric is rendered in greater clarity. Wrinkles, pores, and facial features get a nice boost in clarity as well. Now, not every scene is super sharp. Some of the aerial shots and the slow motion explosion sequence in Chapter 3 were on the soft and slightly out of focus side. HDR looked great, yet subtle, with color looking more natural and vivid at times. Black levels are deep while still maintaining shadow details. This was an area on the regular Blu-ray that I thought looked really bad with muddy blacks, so I was glad to see HDR really improved in this area. The white mountains in Chapter 11 now have details, and the overall scene is much cleaner and extremely bright. The sepia tones in Chapter 1 now have a greater warmth with increased contrast that bring better depth to the scene. Being shot on film, you can expect some level of film grain, and it's there, but it's very fine. But I thought it made the viewing experience much more cinematic. Now, if you already own the standard Blu-ray, the audio is the same DTS HD 5.1 mix. The score here is the real highlight and sounded amazingly detailed and thunderous at times, with extremely low bass and loud crescendos that heighten and reinforce many of the tense moments. Chapter 1's flood scene is a true subwoofer workout with demo-worthy bass that needs to be turned up loud. Ambient effects like rain and city sounds were spread nicely through the soundstage and really opened up the front end. Gunfire and discrete effects had very convincing panning as sounds moved from speaker to speaker, and dialogue was never an issue even during the loud moments. So for audio, I'd have to go with an 8.5. I've read that Christopher Nolan likes to mix in only 5.1, which is sad because this would have been an excellent film for an immersive audio mix. But for only being in 5.1, there are many demo-worthy moments that will tax your audio system and definitely give that subwoofer a workout. For video quality, I'm going to go with a 9. There are many shots that were on the soft side, either intentional or not, but coming from the regular Blu-ray, it's a major increase in color and sharpness, and many scenes look like they could have been shot on digital, they were so clean. This is a must-own if you're a Nolan fan, and easily one of his best. Now, if you're interested in picking up this film, I left a link in the description down below. By using those links, it helps out the channel, which helps us bring you more content like this. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Follow us on social media, and if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you guys again in the next video.